Welcome. Okay, let's get started. I've got a couple of things for you here today. It's the small weights that I pulled out today for a little teeny bit of arm work. I've got the TheraBand and I've got the small ball. We are going to start out today with a little bit of a squat challenge. And just a really quick caveat, if you'd like to have a chair here and you want to do a sit to stand on each one of our squats, that's absolutely a perfect modification if you want that. So go ahead and grab a stool or a chair. And let's have the small ball actually between the inner thighs and just come to a standing position and being present. Good. Shake off any weirdness. There's a lot of weirdness happening right now, so shake it out. Shake it off. Okay. Finding the squeezing of the ball, bringing kind of interior balance and strength to us just by squeezing and standing the ball. We start very small today. It's an inhale as we squat down. So we're just bending the knees, butt goes back, and then exhale. I want you to focus on firing your butt. Your hands are welcome to come around and squeeze your glutes. You're allowed to touch your butt. Inhale and exhale. For a few of you, perhaps your butt muscles don't fire as much as they should. So this is just a way to kind of get that firing. Sitting down and then focus. Squeeze your glutes. Inhale, bending. Exhale and squeeze. Good. Now, if you're already getting bored, you're like, Jen, squats are not my favorite thing. Imagine yourself on the ski slopes and you're skiing down some beautiful alpine mountains. Inhaling and exhaling. You can make this a ski exercise for yourself. Down and up. Good. And down. Really focus. This first set is slow, thoughtful, and focused. Down and up. Inhale, down, exhale, squeeze. Inhale, down, exhale, and squeeze. Inhale, down, exhale, squeeze. Now this last one, we're gonna stay in the squat. Double check for me, your knees are not hinged forward, right? They're exactly where they were. And we do down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down and down. And down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. It's small, it's small, it's small, it's small. Keep going, pulse, and pulse, and pulse, and pulse. Good, are you feeling that your glutes are now 100% fired? Good job, keep going with me for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, keep going, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay low. Press down with your feet. Stand all the way tall. Remove your ball. Notice how you fired everything properly. Legs are wider, but they're parallel. We go down, and we press up. We go down, and up. And I think I'll keep these sets relatively slow today because I want form above anything else. Really good form. Remembering on the good squat at the very top, you also squeeze your hips. Always kind of good reminders as we're doing these. Down and up. Good, feeling stronger and better already to be able to handle life that's being thrown at us. Good. I'm sure you checked a lot of media outlets this morning. Really interesting, different ways of using language about what happened at our Capitol yesterday. Some media outlets calling it riot or insurgency or a siege, and then others just saying protesters. Very interesting. Thinking about language and how that influences us. Down and up. And down and up. Good. Now we go down once, down again, press it up. We go down once, down again, press it up. Keep going. Down, down, and up. Check your knees. Your butt goes back. And up. Feeling these already? Yes, I feel it. Down, down, press it up. Down, down, press it up. For me, sometimes when I'm doing a challenging warm-up or a challenging workout in any sense, it brings me out of my brain. My brain is so busy. I'm sure you have a busy mind as well. And it calms me down. So right now I'm focused here. I'm focused right here in my living room in this beautiful sunny day. And I'm focused on doing the squat in the correct way. I can't think of anything else. Yay. Down, down, and up. 1, 2, press it up. 3 more. Down, down, press up. Down, down, press it up. 2 more. Down, down, press it up. Last one. Down, down, press it up. Now it's 3s. It's 1, 2, 3, press up. 1, 2, 3, press it up. Focus here. Down, down, press it up. Down an inch, down an inch, down an inch, up. Keep going. Down, 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 press it up. Down, down, down an inch, press up. Down an inch, down an inch, down an inch, press it up. Down, 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 press it up. Check your form. And up. Down, 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 and up. Couple more. Down, 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 and up. Down an inch, down an inch, down an inch, and up. Down, 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 and up. Good. Shake out your legs. Shake out your body. We have 1 more set, so we're not going to do crazy amounts. Sometimes we do 100 squats. We're not going to do 100 today. Maybe that was 100 though. Maybe we didn't really count, so maybe it was. But the next set is going to be an external rotation sumo squats. So here we go. We go all the way down, all the way up. Keep your legs as wide as you like. Make sure those knees stay over the ankles. Sit down in your little chair, press it up. Keep going, down, press it up. Use your whole foot. Can you feel your big toe, little toe? Can you feel the connection through your hip and your glutes? Good work. Can you feel your inner thighs? I definitely feel inner thighs very active here. Down, press it up. Good job. Down and up. Sumo squats. Down and up and down and up. Good. Sitting into the chair and back up. Sitting down, back up. Last one, singles. Good. We have doubles and triples to finish. It's down, down, press it up. Back with your butt, press it up. Down, down, press it up. Down, down, press it up. Down an inch, press it up. Down, down, and up. Keep going. 1, 2, and up. 1 inch, 2 inches, up. 1, 2, and up. Down, down, and up. Last set, it's 3s. 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, and up. Keep going. 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, and up. Down, 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 and up. Low, lower, lowest, and up. Lower, lower, lowest, and up. Lower, 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 and up. Almost there. Down, 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 and up. Down, 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 press it up. Keep going. Down, 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 and up. 2 more. Down, 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 press it up. Last one. Down, 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 and up. Woohoo! We did it! Good. Now, do your legs feel better and sveltier and stronger? Mine do. Okay, real quick, grab a hold of your weights. We got a quickie arm set and a little bit of spine work, and then it's abdominals on the mat. So coming to a standing position, feet parallel. Use the weights if you have them, just to pull your arms down. Lengthen through the top of your head as if you've got a beautiful high top hat on today. Inhale there, and then exhale, nod your head, round, down, down, down. As you're rounding down, pull your belly in. When you come down to the floor or to wherever your hanging spot is, take a couple of breaths there. Can you let go completely of your head and let it dangle? Let any thoughts or disturbances now fall from your head. You're letting go of that. Take a big breath in and then exhale smoothly. Slide and glide your bones up, 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 up. And then this time when you come up, you feel a little bit like a new person. Notice that you can breathe a little bit more deeply. Yes, good. I'm going to form a V shape with my feet for my arm work. So I'm squeezing my heels together. I'm squeezing my inner thighs. I'm zipping up from my pubic bone all the way above my navel, and I feel glutes 100%. Good. Really simple postural work today. The arms come out, and I want you to set them so you're not up in your shoulders. The shoulder blades are down. Just take a minute to imagine you're hugging something that you really want. Your beautiful puppy, your lover, your child. Inhale, open. Exhale and hug. Make it easy. And you can ditch the weights at any time. These are tiny little 2-pounders. I like these today. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. We're strengthening our hugging muscles. I never thought of that. Isn't that a great thing? We're strengthening our hugging muscles. So when we're allowed to actually hug, instead of virtual hugs, we're going to be really good huggers. Okay, and we can also be tree huggers too in the meantime. Good work. Out and hug. That's it. Out and hug. Keep your elbows lifted. Out and hug. Good. Now flip the palms up. Bring the elbows into the sides and take a minute. This is not narrow. It's a little bit wide. So think about it as a wider angle. Shoulder blades stay down your back. So in addition to the squeezing and the zipping, you now have activity through your upper back, pulling slightly together and down. There's activity there. Yes. And then we're just going to serve the tray, bring it in. So we lengthen those arms out, palms up and in. Good work. Out. Pull it in. Keep going with me. Out and in. And serve that tray. Bring it in. Can you make it any smoother? Out and in. And out and in. Good. Couple more. Out and in. And out and in. Now let's add those two together. So it's hug and open. In. Press it out. Hug. Open. And then the only caveat for this here, I think, for me at least, maybe for you too, is can I keep my shoulders relaxed and down my back so I'm not overusing anything. And since I'm doing these standing, I feel my upper back more than anything else, but it's not too much. Like it feels good. Noticing if that's the way it is for you. Okay, we did it. Good, now let your arms come wide. Ditch the weights at any point if you want to. I want you to get your feet a little bit farther apart. They can be externally rotated, internally rotated, parallel. Just find a natural stance for a second. Oh yeah. Arms are straight out, and I'm feeling now my shoulders and my arms. And we just have a quickie balance challenge to finish off this set. So we're gonna shift our weight to one side, hug as we bring one knee up. Good, and then set that down with control. Good, try the other side. Shift your weight, standing with control, lift the other leg. Are you standing as tall as possible? Good job, and back. Let's just do it one more time. We go one leg shifting weight, hug. Take the arms out, balance, shift your weight, good. Hug as you bring that in, and out and down. Arms come down. Good, check out how you feel now. Oh, I feel so much better. And do a little side bending just for me, because I love side bending. Side bend, and side bend, and side bend, and side bend. Good job. Woo, make it fun. Maybe this is a childlike kind of movement for me. Whew, makes me feel free, like when I'm on my bicycle. I feel so free. Okay, woohoo! Now we're gonna come on down to our mat, so let's take a minute for our transition. I worked up a tiny, tiny sweat on that. Maybe it's because it's so sunny in my house, but that was nice. Okay, beautiful people, we want to have the ball and we want to have the small weights if you have them for fun. I'm going to use them today. Ball comes between your inner thighs and we go ahead and we start completely down on the mat, arranging your head away from your tailbone. Okay, good. And we want to do a couple of bridges. I'm using the weights in my hands, small weights. You can or cannot, always options. Take an inhale here, exhale, and lift your hips up. Good, now on this first one, we just take a minute to find the form. Form is everything. Shoulder blades are pressed down. Hip bones are lifted up. Knees are lengthening, shins are lengthening. Yes, always, even me, I need those reminders in my body to find it. Then I'm feeling the shape of it. I get to stretch my arms over the head and I come down in threes. It's the upper, the mid, and the lower spine. Arms come down. Again, exhale, lift. Find your perfect form. Arms sweep. Exhale, soften, soften, soften. Arms return to your sides. Again, lift and find your form. Inhale, arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, soften, 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 and lower down. Good, now we just go up and down. We lift the hips, we lower the hips, and it's quick, up and down. Keep your form though, 8, and lower, and 7, and lower, and 6, and lower, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Good, last one. Stay lifted, let your arms come up to the sky. Slowly soften down, upper back, middle back, lower back. Good, flip the palms so they're facing away from you. And we lift our head, neck, and shoulders. Squeeze your ball. Take a breath in, exhale, arms start the flow. We pick up our head, neck, and shoulders. We lift up above shoulder blades and we reach those arms and we squeeze our ball. And then we lower back down. Good. Again, arms, head. If you have that tiny delay, it keeps you out of your neck. Good work. It's the arms, the head, the reaching of the arms, and the closing of the ribs that gets you up there and down. Good. Maybe a tiny bit faster as we lift up there, really feel it, and lower. Again, lift up, really feel it with me, and lower. That's it, lift up, feel that, and lower, and again, reach, lift up, and lower, and again, lift, reach, and lower. Good. From here, let your arms come down to the sides. Slide your feet as close as you like to your butt, back to our hip lifts. Take a breath in, exhale, and lift the hips up. Good. Now on this second part, we're going to try doing some single leg lifts, and it really feeds into the back. of the body. It's the front and the back of the body, right? So the deep core muscles, we really feel those pelvic floor muscles, the deep transverse abdominis, and the multifidi in the back. Everything's connected. But if you're feeling at all aware of your low back, you don't want to do the single legs. So it's a long caveat, I know, but it's important. Okay, so if you can, one leg lengthens. Are you feeling that in your low back at all? If not, stay with me. If yes, put your foot down. Then we go down an inch, down an inch, down an inch. Oh my gosh, let's do it for 5. We lift up, we go down an inch, down an inch, down an inch. Yes, and lift up, down an inch, down an inch, down an inch. Good, it's more than an inch. And lift up. It's the upper back, middle back, lower back. Good. And the whole idea, can you do it evenly? Can you do it evenly? Can you do it evenly? Let's do one more really good one. Lift up, and it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Shake out your legs for a second. So for me, I feel that in my hamstring, and it feels really good. I don't feel it in my back, but checking with you. Okay, let's do the other side. See how that could be different or the same. Finding that nice, strong, long line, and then we're gonna lift our hips up. Lengthen your other leg long. And do take a second, ask yourself, do you feel this in your low back? Can you handle this? Be honest. And then here we go. It's melt down, melt down, melt down. Again, lift off. Upper back, middle back, lower back. Yes. Again, lift off. Upper back, middle back, lower back. Whew. And lift off. Upper, middle, lower. Good. And lift off. Upper, middle, lower. Yes. Once more. Lift off. It's upper back, middle back, lower back, and release it. Whew. That was great. Now, see if you can keep your tailbone active, belly muscles active, and then lift your legs up. So that's no legs, it's all core. And then from here, I'm going back to arms up with or without weights. Feet are relaxed, knees and inner thighs are squeezing your ball 80%. Inhale, arms, exhale, lift up, squeeze your ball, and lower. Good job. It's 7, and lower, and 6, and lower, and 5, and lower, and 4, and lower, and 3, and lower, and 2, and lower, and last 1, and stay. Pulsing in, knees come in, arms go out. We pulse everything in, and in, and in. Good, for 5 more, and 4 more. Yes, we can. 3 more, and 2 more. Last 1, and lower down. Slowly lower the feet all the way down. Lengthen the legs long. Scoot your ball to your ankles or shins and squeeze your ball a lot. So now it's lower, you're feeling it slightly differently, a little bit less inner thigh. Good, full on roll-ups, arms come up over the shoulders. You can have a little running start if you want, they go a little farther back. Inhale, arms, and then imagine someone is up above you on an acrobat, a trapeze, and they're lifting you up, you're in the circus now. And then you stretch over to touch your toes. And then you're holding on to the person in the trapeze as you go down. So it's a very lifted roll up. We're working on lengthening and lifting and stretching everything. Here's the trapeze. Imagine the beautiful circus person helping you, lifting up and over. Ah, good. And then they help you down. And it's effortless because you have the help of the trapeze. Inhale, exhale, it's up. They're pulling you up and they're pulling you over. It's like, Jen, this is the easiest roll-up I've ever done in my whole life. This is so weird. Good. Inhale, exhale, get some help. Ah, good. And the person on the magic trapeze is your coach today. Inhale, the trapeze comes along and they pull you up and over. You could do 1,000,000 of these. It's easy and it's fun and it feels great. But that's the last one for today. Okay, we're going to go into a challenging set for our leg circles today. So for me, my left foot is going to go on top of the ball. That's it. I'm finding a positioning here somewhere around the ankle, shin, foot that I can press it down and I can feel it through my whole left leg. Then I'm pulling my right leg into myself and I'm pulling it in and I'm giving it a squeeze. And because we're doing these without any TheraBand today, it's strengthening for the hips. We want to circle the leg. So right leg is circling around just a couple of times deep in the socket. Yeah, couple circles. Couple circles, couple circles. Good. Now give it a nice squeeze. Extend your right leg up to the sky. See if you can point your toes and find your dancer, your inner dancer body. Your pelvis is as even as possible. Your waist muscles are as tight and as small as possible, as if you haven't eaten anything for 24 hours. You just feel pulled together. Okay, now from here, I'm going to have you feel that you're doing a very controlled circle. So right leg comes across the body, and then it's a circle up and around. It's inhale and exhale in one circle. Good, really find the stability through the whole rest of your body. Only thing that's moving is this right hip, right leg, circling around. Good work. Good work. Now can you go the other way? Same thing, very controlled. Keep both feet lightly pointed. Very controlled. Inhale, exhale. Use your breath. Good job. Now bend your knee and then slowly straighten it up. Do that again, let it go. And slowly straighten it up. And one more time, let it go. Slowly lengthen it up. Okay, and then we're gonna do extra credit today. It's inflection, 3 times circling one way, 3 times circling the other way. We'll see how it goes. Hands clasped behind your head. I want you to think about pulling up and then lifting up, as if you're lifting yourself with your TheraBand or your towel. Good, only 3. Take it across, and it's 3 circles, and 2 circles, and 1 circle, and let's reverse that. We go around 3, and 2, and last 1. Good, bend the knee in. Give it a nice full-on squeeze into your body. Woo! That was a lot of circling today. What got into you? Did you have like Wheaties for breakfast? Oh, that's pretty dumb, huh? I don't know. Sometimes it just feels good. Okay, that was a lot. Now let's see what we can do with the other side. So, same setup. Right leg now has the ball. I'm finding my left leg coming into my body, and I'm going to give it a circular movement, getting all the bone juices flowing there. And reversing. Good. And then from here, I extend, but it feels really good to keep it pulled in. Do you like the compressive squeezes when we squeeze things into the body? I don't know why, but I love the squeezing in and then the releasing. I wonder physiologically what that does, but for me, it's like a deep sigh. It feels so good. Okay, this leg lengthens up, and I want you to check your hip position, find the inner dancer, find the pointing of the feet, and then everything stays stable on the first set except for that moving leg. And we circle, it's very controlled. Any size circle will do, but it's controlled. Good job. That's it, good. Yes. Circle up and around. Inhale, exhale. Good, and reverse. Aren't these completely different than when we do them with the TheraBand? It's like a whole different universe, isn't it? Yeah, do you prefer the TheraBand? Yeah. Yeah, kind of, I do. But these are good too. Yes. Okay, is this one is just the same as the other leg? Is it a little different? Pause there, and then find that contrast of the two legs. Challenge set. Hands come behind the head. It's only 3 and 3. But you gotta lift up there with me above shoulder blades and stay lifted. Good. Now here we go. Across, and it's 3 and 2 and 1 other way. It's 3 and 2 and 1, and we did it. Release and release the knee. Slowly lengthen it back up. Do that 2 more times. Release that knee. Slowly lengthen it up. Do it 1 more time. Release that knee. Good, and then a little compressive squeeze here. Take a couple breaths. Okay, beautiful people, we're gonna move into our single leg stretch, and we're gonna try that today in the official capacity without a lot of props. So from this position here, you're using your hands to pull your head, neck, and shoulders up. You're very rounded, and we're gonna pull knee toward forehead, forehead toward knee, float your other leg off your ball, that's it, and then we change. 1 in and 1 out, 1 in and 1 out, 1 in and 1 out, 1 in and 1 out. Good, keep those legs moving. Cha-cha, cha-cha, hands come behind the head for support. Head can always move down if you need it. Let's do 10, 10 and 9, 9 and 8, 8 and 7, 7 and 6, 6 and 5, 5 and 4, 4 and 3, 3 and 2, 2 and 1, 1. Let your legs come in, make yourself into a tiny little ball, and we're gonna go right into double leg stretch if you can with me, just 3 times. Elbows open, legs extend, squeeze everything to the midline of the body, pull in. Good, lengthen everything out as much as you can like you're a diver. And then exhale, pull in. 1 more time, lengthen everything out so you're stretched out like Gumby. Exhale, pull in. Lower your head, lower your legs, melt everything down for a moment. Good, just feel. Good, and then wonder what happened to your ball and see if you can find it with your legs. And pull it in, and we're gonna do a quick bicycle ride to kind of release from that. You lift your hips up and slide your ball under. Yeah, good. Legs come on up. And then just take a minute here. So legs are in tabletop, arms are straight up, the ball is wobbly, everything is working properly. You don't need to think too much about it. For the bicycling movement, so the arms can be halfway down, all the way down, or up, just whatever you like. Lengthen the legs up, and then take it into big bicycle, slow bicycle, push, push, as if you are really working somewhere in the mud, got some resistance on your pedals. Yeah, keep going, push, and push, and push, and push. Good, can you relax your arms wherever they are? If they're up, they're halfway, if they're down, can you relax the weight of your arms? Good, and can you make all the pedaling power come from your center? Yes, this is for us bike riders practicing. Oh, I got new bicycling shoes for my birthday. Yes, I did. They're so cute. I'll show them to you later. I love them. Yes, and thank you, people, my neighbors and my classmates who brought me flowers and candles and little gifts yesterday for my birthday. You made it really special. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Mary Jane. Thank you, everyone. Deb, thank you. Woohoo! So nice. I appreciate you, all of you. If I didn't mention you, all of you. I'll mention all of you. Okay, good. Stretch those legs up and take them into the wide splits. Good. In this position, it might not look really pretty. That's okay. And what we want to do is we want to go back and forth here for a moment from happy baby to the splits, completely at your own timing. Bending the knees, keeping the legs as wide as you can, and then pressing out to the splits. Good. And then maybe today, one of those two positions is better for you. And you're like, oh, I need this for a minute. So relax your feet and then just feel the stretch for a moment. Big wide splits or happy baby. For me, I've got this ball of support and I'm feeling a low back stretch here, which to me is like, yes. It's challenging for me. My back is strong and it's supple. So to get a stretch like this feels wonderful. I think sometimes after a long bike ride where you're doing a lot of uphill, I feel my back. Maybe you do too. Okay, that's great. Let's shake out our legs on the ball. I love the ball. Is the ball one of your favorite toys? Yeah, it's a good one. And from this position, we're gonna rock ourselves up to a seated position for a moment. Take a breath in and out. Ah, good. And I have a little tiny bit of quadruped work, which I know can be a little challenging for some people, but we're gonna try it today. So you're gonna come to a quadruped position and hands are right underneath your shoulders or forearms are underneath your shoulders. Good. When you find your positioning here, can you move into a rounded spine for a moment? So you're really trying to press your belly button up, out through your spine, and you're rounding your back and you're dropping your head and you're imagining you've got a big foxtail and it's reaching in the other direction. So you're really, really rounding. And then you want to do the opposite. You want to keep your foxtail where it is and then curl through your spine and lift up through your collarbones and then look straight ahead. You're not jamming your neck, but you're really trying to move into a different twist, a different spinal position. So from that flexion to the extension, breathing, breathing, breathing here. Good. And then you find flat back. Good. Flat back isn't quite neutral. It's the front of your body and the back of your body active. Head reaching one way, foxtail reaching the other way. When you finally have it, you're like, oh, that's actually a lot of work. Yes, good. Now, if you can, you're going to tuck your toes under. This can be tricky for people with weird feet. I know, but we're going to try it. You're going to lift your knees off of your mat, and you're going to pause here for a moment and breathe. We're going to see if we can do this for 10 seconds, 9 seconds. Keep your flat back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and set that all the way down. Good. Shake out your feet. Shake out your hands at any time too. That's what makes this set a little challenging for people is the wrist work, I know. Me too. Okay, now from this positioning here, let's do a little bit of bird dog, opposite arm and leg. I want you to feel that your belly's pulled in, you've got your good form. Right arm comes straight out by your right ear. And you set that down. Good, now you think of the opposite leg, left leg, lengthening long, lifting up, and you found it. And then bring that in. Good, now let's do those at the same time. Arm and leg reaching in opposition. Find it good, and hold, hold, hold. Can you do down an inch and up an inch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, yes we can, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, lengthen more, shoot energy from your toes and your fingers. Bring it all the way in. Good, sit back if you can onto your thighs. Shake out your hands, stretch your wrists, whatever you want to do here because we have one more side. Okay, good. So here we go for the other side. Same qualification, same belly pulling in. Left arm reaches forward and down. Find that opposite leg. Right leg lengthens long and down. Good. And then keeping that good form, can you do it together? Reaching out, lifting up. Good. Find the energy first. And then here we go. Tiny little lift and lower. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stay long. Shoot energy through the limbs. And set that all the way down. Good work. Throw the hips to one side and back up. Throw the hips to the other side and back up. Good, and then let's transition to a seated position with the TheraBand. We have just a quick little set here to do for shoulders. So let's see, how do I want to sit? I've got my ball handy, so I'm going to use that behind me, and I'm going to sit in a cross-legged position. So for me, this is good. Sit however you like. Standing is an option too. Okay, finding your band, what I'd like you to do here is get your band wide, bring it straight out, and then press lightly down. Good. Holding it there for a moment. Can you stretch the arms all the way up over the head, and then lengthen more. Lengthen more. So my shoulders are elevating up, I'm looking up, I'm actually lifting my rib cage up off of my stomach. I'm creating space for my organs. Isn't that a weird thought? Okay. From here, we're going to take it all the way to the side, kind of like a big mermaid stretch. And then up through center. Stay as tall as you can and go to the other side. Now, full breath, as full as you can. Good. And then take that back to center. Do it again. Reach up as tall as you can. Take it to a huge side bend, and you're going to hang here and give me tiny little movement. 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 Keep staying in that nice, deep, long, lengthened stretch. Good. Breathe, and then back to center, and then one more time. Reach up. Reach over. Good. Remember, you're creating space for your gut. And deep little breaths with tiny little reaches. Tiny pulses, tiny little movement. Whatever that is for you. Yes, we can create space in our bodies so we're not so jammed up physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. We got house cleaning. We're cleaning house. This is our house cleaning exercise. Then the arms come all the way down. Good job. I'm giving myself much more laxity here, but I feel that my humeral heads are pulled into my shoulders. I feel that my back muscles are active, and I'm just going to take it across and back. Good. And it's not too much. It feels, there's something there, but it feels good. And I take it across. Yes. Good work. And take it across. The TheraBands are really helpful. I think I'll always teach with these bands. There's so many exercises. Think about how many muscles you're using right now in your body. Think about all those tiny little muscles, and they're kicking in right now. I'm feeling it a little bit around my neck and shoulders, so I'm just going to do one more, and I'm going to hold it, and I'm going to try to get my neck taller. Good, and then I'm going to gently bring that all the way in and down. Good. Shoulder shrugs here to finish this. I'm going to shrug up, let it go, and shrug up, let it go, and shrug up and let it go. Okay, good. I'm going to focus a teeny tiny bit on the neck today. The spine, we've been sitting upright. The spine is very straight. My hands are going to be on my knees, and first I'm just going to do a little circular movement, but I'm using my whole spine, right, including my neck. So I lean forward, and then I just circle. My hands hold on to my knees, And I'm kind of looking around and I'm circling around. Stirring my neck, but stirring my whole spine. Yes. Good. One more time. Good, and then just make sure to go the other way, but use your own judgment. Circle around. You're circling your whole spine, but for me, I'm feeling it mostly in my neck. That's where I feel tighter. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Then very last thing for neck, we want to stay up straight. One hand comes on top of the head and pull it toward that hand. And you're lengthening out through this other side and the opposite arm is reaching away. If you have hair, you could maybe pull your hair. Oh, that's not bad. That's not great. Okay, play with that. So you're stretching, good. And then you resist as you come back up. Good, and then change hands, opposite arm comes up and around. Good, grabs a hold of the side of the head or your hair if that worked for you. And side bend, good. Reach that opposite arm away. Open up, and if you feel any tightness anywhere, breathe. Breathe into tight spots. Good job. And resist as you lightly bring your head back up through center. Wow. Okay, people, we are going to go through our basic hip strengthening, just a quickie, not a long one. But I want you to use your ball, come on down to your sides, and let's place the ball right behind your top knee. Yes. Find your really good form here. And these are just small little lifts. We've already done a lot of glutes today. We do not need to do the whole set today, but I want to just get right here, very specific. So it's lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower, finding that very specific place right around the hips. Yeah, good, lift and lift and lift. Keep going, lift and lift and lift and lift. Keep going, lift. And lift, and lift, keep going, keep going, lift, and lift, and lift, and lift, we can, yes, and yes, and yes we can, yes we can, okay, good, now stay there, and let's see if we can keep the hips really even, and how high can you lift your knee up? So we're doing a big range of motion all the way down and then all the way up. And these are much slower. You could imagine that you've got your TheraBand. Remember that class where we did the TheraBand wrapped around our thighs? We should do that one again. It's kind of like that. You're resisting. So you go down and then you open and you squeeze that TheraBand. Yeah, exactly. So we lift a little bit higher, press against your imaginary band and down. That's it. Lift and squeeze, and down. Good, lift and squeeze, and down. Good. Well, I'm so glad that you are all here with me today. It's a very interesting time in our lives, historically, pandemic and politics. I mean, you do really wonder what's going to happen next. And I'm very curious, and I'm hopeful. I was saying that in the beginning of class. I feel very hopeful. I want to keep hope alive. Yes, I do. It's very important. Keep hope alive. The only way I know how to do that is to keep moving every day. It makes me happy. It makes me feel happy. Isn't that a good thing? Just to create a little bright, shining light, like each one of us is a little bright, shining light. Yes. Imagine if all of us could be bright, happy, shining lights. Would that change the community? Woo-hoo, we bet it would. Yeah. Okay, here's the last one. I feel these big ones today. I'm really imagining that band. Woo-hoo, good job. Okay, now is the time for glute stretch before we do our other side. So I'm taking that leg, the top leg I just had, and I'm crossing it wide over and pulling it in for glute stretch. We get this for 1 full minute. You might really need it. If you are more of a figure 4 person, yeah, that could work. I like the glutes after all that standing squat work. Yes. So I did create my dream board for 2021, and I cut out all these different pictures, and I thought a lot about all the qualities and adventures and things I'd like to bring into my life in this coming year. And I created a big art collage. It's beautiful. It's funny though, because it totally looks like I'm out in nature every second. My husband's like, oh, okay, you're going to be going north into the forests and it's, you know, you're outside in nature. I guess that's where I'm headed. So it's funny, I didn't have any indoor pictures. They were all outside. That's funny. But then again, what kind of magazines do I have around my house? A lot of them are adventure travel magazines, right? Okay, so let's get rid of that now. And let's see if we can do just our really challenging little hip sequence here on this other side. We find our form, we've got our ball squeezed, and we start small. Just the little guys, little hips here. Good. Yes. Little lift, little lift, little lift. That's it. Little lift, little lift. Cha-cha. Keep going. Lift and lift and lift and lift. Yes, we can. Lift and lift and lift and lift. Yes, we can. Lift and lift and lift. Good. So for me, this side feels so strong. I know it's not good to say this, but I feel like I could do 1,000 of these. These are, I'm not feeling, I think my hips are really strong. Are your hips really getting strong? Yeah, we do these twice a week or more for years and years and years. I've been doing these for 20 years. Yes, my hips are really strong. Isn't that great? Yes, it's great. Imagine all the things that I would not be able to do if I didn't stay strong. Oh, no, I don't want to think about that. I want to stay strong and active and vital so I can be a force for good in the world. Really, seriously. I thought about it. That's what I want. Okay, now I'm feeling it. Okay, I give in. I do feel it now. Now we've got to concentrate. So we go higher, and as we press against the band and then down, you've got to create your own resistance. Imagine we've got a very strong TheraBand. We press up more and down. Yes, we can. Lift, a little more, and down. Keep going. Lift, a little more, and down. Yes, we can. Lift, a little more, and down. Yes, we can. Lift, a little more, and down, and lift. Press it up, and down, and lift. Higher, and down. Keep going. Lift, higher, and down. A few more. Lift, higher, and down. Strong hips. Yes, we can. Ta-ta. Lift, higher, and down. Lift, higher, and down. How about 3 more? Lift, higher, and down. Lift, higher, and down. Last one. Lift, higher, and down. That was good. I like that set. Onto your backs. Take the leg just worked. Cross it all the way over, and you get 1 minute here to feel hips, glutes, whatever it is that you need. Good. So keep breathing. Okay, I was surprised by that stretch today. I needed it for sure, but not as much as I thought I did. Lastly, let's come to a little bit of a seated position for ourselves today. So however you want to come up to seated, good. Take your legs wide. Ball can go behind you if you like. Yeah, and we're going to finish here just being together, knowing that we are a force for good, a collective force for good, and then just taking it into a really easy side bend. So you reach up and over, creating a little bit of movement and activity from this wide-legged stretch. Ah, good. Creating positive rainbow energy. Maybe that sounds really hippie-ish. That's okay. We are fine with that today. Creating positive rainbow energy. Ah. Good. And then maybe come forward. Maybe finish here with just a nice lean, nice long-legged lean. Okay. And thank you all for coming to class today. I'm so proud of you. And let's say goodbye to each other. Goodbye to each other. Bye, John. We have a big class today. That's nice. We should invite more of our friends to come too, because it's January, and I do think that some people in January start exercise things. So maybe we'll invite more friends. That would be a good thing to do. Okay, well, bye, people. Thank you for coming. Bye, Shelley. Bye, Deb.
Thank you. Thanks, Jen.
Thanks.
Have a great day and a great weekend.
You too. Bye, Marilyn. Mwah. Oh, you want to see my new shoes? I'll show you my new shoes. Yeah.
Ooh.
Cool.
Nice.
I did a PR on Trout Gulch. A PR uphill on Trout Gulch because my shoes are so fast. Isn't that